Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare बोलिए Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare
His Grace Shambhu Prabhu. So Prabhuji is a disciple of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So Prabhuji got connected in 1972 and since then Prabhuji is serving and he has also written a book which is available outside. So you can take a look. This is especially for the residents of Bharat Bhumi. So the topic of the book is titled Anyone Who Has Taken Birth as a Human Being in India, Bharat Bhumi. So this is for all of us. So we can have a look outside in the parikrama, in the lobby area. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Thank you for the introduction, Prabhuji. what's your name? Pali Prasad Das. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. And I also like to thank Prabhu Sadhu, my main man, Sadhu Hriday. Sadhu Hriday. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. And he's been here hundreds of years, Prabhuji. Haribo, all glories to Prabhupada. Well, I actually came back 3 years ago. I've been traveling since then, all over India, promoting this book. And in the 70s, I was with a party. Gargamuni headed it up. And we was traveling all over India during that time. And Prabhupada really liked us distribute his book because I was always a book distributor, even before coming to India. And so I promised Prabhupada that I would come back to India, but I didn't know when that was going to happen. And when the pandemic hit the world, and it was in 2020, I think of 2020, 21, the whole world changed. And so I had to make a decision what I was going to do. And I knew that something had to take place because I had promised him that I was going to do something. And everything else just took its course by his grace. And being a musician, this book, anyone who has taken birth as a human being in India, Bharat Bhumi, I didn't plan this. This wasn't no program where I sat down and said I was going to write a book. We used to get together, me and some God brothers, every year in Washington, D.C., where I'm from. And then one year, it just so happened we was going over some verses and information about personalities, people, humans, taking birth in Bharat Bhumi. And so, because I was in India during Prabhupada's time, I wanted to research that subject matter more. So I started researching it, just for my own personal research. And kept doing it and kept doing it and I kept doing it. And I was read some of the information to some God brothers and sisters, and they said it was a book. And I said, no, it's not a book. I'm not a book writer. I write music, but no book. So the years kept going by and going by, and then they kept saying, well, it sounds like a book to me. And so I had to agree with them. And so I put it together, and then I had a title that I wanted. I was attached to my title too. But one God brother said, why don't you use the quote from Prabhupada as the title? And how could I argue with that? I couldn't argue with it. So the first title that came to my mind, I was reading, was this one. Anyone who has taken birth as a human being in India, Bharat Bhumi. And it was a second one, was not the cats and dogs, but those who take in human form. So it was actually it was a larger part of information. And so I broke it down into two parts, because it was going to be a thicker book than the small one. But since I did some PR in America, and when they saw this title, the Americans immediately thought it was only for Indians. Because, you know, in the larger scheme, planet Earth is also considered Bharat Bhumi and Brumandala. It's still considered part of Bharat Bhumi. But the Americans, they thought this was only attributed to India. And so if I had used not the cats and dogs, but those who take in human form, then they could identify with that. So instead of me doing one big book, I say I'll break it down and put this version, and later do the title, not the cats and dogs, but those who take in human form. And so these last 3 years since I came here, it's just been phenomenal. Prabhupada has arranged everything. Actually, what I'm getting ready to say is really the truth. I'm just like this guitar now. I'm just an instrument. Nothing's planned. Even coming here was not planned because they had something that came up and I had to come here. Just like last year this time, you remember, Prabhu, I saw you in Vrindavan. Remember, last year this time I had just come back from U.S. because I have a team in America who is helping put together my YouTube channel. So what happened was I didn't have any Lakshmi for the printing because in America, the small business publishers who picked this up, this is what happened. The small publishers picked it up. But the book is very expensive there. You go online, it's on Amazon, it's on all the online stores, and you'll see it's very expensive. But see, originally I wanted to come here and have it printed because I knew it's much cheaper to have it printed here in India than anywhere else on the world. But because how Prabhupada set it up for me, the printer, the whole process that as far as me printing, because I have no experience publishing no book, I had no knowledge, nothing. So it was ongoing. And so my friend who was helping me, she saw an ad for a small publisher. This is a small publisher. And the ad was such a great idea. It was a great deal. So I sold some of my equipment, because I was coming. I sold some guitars and amps and everything to cover the cost for the book. And that was in March, April. By May, the book was already published. It was on every online book publishing market all over the world. And I had some friends call me and say, how you write a book and you online so fast? But it was all Prabhupada and Krishna's grace. In fact, you see this on this verse. This is the first edition. And the small company, they also put the author's bio on the back. So when I came to India 3 years ago, when I started the whole project, I had them take this off. And replace it with these quotes, which is better because it's not about me. It's about what Prabhupada says. And these quotes, these powerful quotes, is what really makes an impact. Because everybody in this room, everybody outside in this city, everybody in this state, everybody in this country, they have no idea how fortunate they are. Because taking birth as a human being in Bharata Bhumi that means that you've put in some work. That means that you've already performed so many austerities and penances for so many lifetimes to take birth as a human. And then Prabhupada also describes that 50% birthright. You get 50% just by birth, just by taking birth from the beginning of your life. So all you got to do is the other 50. The other 50%, that's it. And then no more birth, taking birth. But so I'm traveling around. Nobody knows this though. Nobody knows how fortunate they are. Have no clue. And they're just misusing this great opportunity. You know, I ask a question, 2 questions. If you did something, if you was doing a project, and you only finished it 50%, would you want to finish it? That's a question. Yeah, everybody wanted 50. You already did half of it. And then the second one is if you've done something that is permanently benefited for you, wouldn't you want to know about that? You already done it though. I'm saying you've already done something that's permanent for your benefit, but you don't know. Would you want to know that? That's all here. Prabhupada explains it, and I use the same format as a musician, because you know songwriters, when they write songs, the title of the song generally is the subject matter of the song. So a lot of times when people write books, they go off on tangents, go on different subjects that's not connected with the title. But I didn't do that. I kept the same format. And over again, Prabhupada speaks about how fortunate you are, what you should be doing, how you can really zero in on your life and make it so that you don't have to take birth again. Because everybody in here, everybody in this country takes a human form of life. They've put in the work already. Just by your birth, you already put in the work. And it sounds like something feel good, but it's just true. But at the same time, if you don't take advantage of that, there's no guarantee you'll get another human form of life. And then Prabhupada explains in the beginning of the book, he explains that how many lifetimes you got to go through all these different species, 8,400,000 species of life. So it's very, very important that we learn how fortunate we are from Prabhupada's words. And that's another thing that is so important, that the words in this book are Prabhupada's words, not mine. That's why it's so powerful, because what can I say, or any of my God brothers, what can we say that Prabhupada hasn't already said? Nothing. So it's better to hear from him than me. That's my mindset. Let him tell you. I just was able to characterize it in such a way that kept it on point, so that you can zero in on the information that's being given by him. But I did a program, just came from Madurai. It's a very nice story. I didn't even know there was a temple there. I didn't know they had anything down there. I didn't know that. And my base is in Srirangam, which is another holy place. Srirangam, it's a place where Sri Sampradayas dominated. So when I went there, did a program like here, and within a half an hour, all the 2 cases was already gone within a half an hour. And I went to one program. Prabhu told me, you know, they speak Tamil down here. They don't read English so much. And I said, well, it's okay. So I did, on Prabhupada's Parents' Day, we did a program. And the congregation was really nice. But what happened was, they bought more books than I was able to do in Mayapur and Calcutta combined. And the Prabhu looked at me and couldn't believe it. So, because you can't say it, you don't know. Because Krishna and Prabhupada is in complete control of everything. He's in everybody's heart. So this is something that I've embraced and want to share this with the devotees and the people in this great land of Bharat Bhumi. You know, I don't even say India anymore. It's Bharat Bhumi, because this is the place. Just like America is they call it land of opportunity. This is the land of opportunity, yes, material. But Bharat Bhumi is the land of spiritual opportunity, bar none. There's no place on this planet that you can go to and get such level of spiritual knowledge that to help you on a permanent basis than here. There's no other place on this planet, unless you go to a satellite temple or something where the same information is being given. But this is a place, and people have to know this. And just like when Prabhupada gave on these quote, he says that this should be India's mission. India hasn't got to learn from anywhere else. You hear that? He said India hasn't had to learn from anywhere else. Everything is there. Everything. So you have to understand the whole philosophy and perfectly and distribute this. This is India's mission. Then he says on this one, wonderful quote, any Indian, any man who has taken birth on the soil, I like that quote, the soil of Bharatvarsha, India, he has got special duty. And that duty is to spread Krishna consciousness. He says you've got exalted knowledge in India. You have kept it packed, and now you're going to beg from others. Know this, to keep this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and assimilate it, and your life will be successful and distributed throughout the world. Then he says, that I want. This is his wish. So if we take advantage of this information and do like that, then the Prabhupada will be pleased. Just like right now we're doing the book marathon. It's happening now. It's almost over, but this is what's going on. And Prabhupada really loved the devotees who distribute his books, which I was a book distributor. And this year will make 53 years distributing Prabhupada's books. Yeah. Let me share this quote from Prabhupada about the book distributing. He says, whenever I get a report of my book selling, I feel strength. Even now, in this weakened condition, I have got strength from your report. You should know that in this work you have Krishna's blessings. Then there's another quote. He says, whatever progress we have made, it is simply due to distributing the books. So go on and do not divert your mind for a moment from this. So by distributing these books that we're doing like this, you get the mercy of Krishna and Srila Prabhupada. So now I want to sing Jaya Radha Madhava and some of these songs that we do in some of the programs I do for the colleges. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Shodhanandana Prajajana Vranjana Munatira Bonachari Jamuna Tira Bonachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Kunda Bihari. Should I start the class now? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavatam, what's that? Seventh canto, chapter 9, text 44, right? It's not in this one. Pratyena deva manya swamukti kama. Pratyena deva manyaya swamukti vimukti kama. Mainam charanti vijanena partha nishtaha. Mainam charanti vijanena partha nishtaha. Nitai vihap kripanam vimuksha eko. Nitai vihaya kripanam vimuksha eko. Nayam tvad arsha saranam brahmato nupasye. Nayam tvad arsha saranam brahmato nupasye. Kripana vimuksha eko. Nayam tvad arsha saranam brahmato nispasye. Ayena deva manaya svabhukti kama. Ayam charante vijanena partha nishtaha. Estam vihati panandi mucha eko. Ayam kacharanam jamato enakye. Ladies. Prayena deva manaya samukti kama. Ayam swarasya saranam brahmato nipasye. Prayena deva manasva bhukta ikama. Ayam sarante visuni navasvishtaha. Ladies. Prayena deva manasva bhukta ikama. Mayam charaneti vinikritam. Netam vihaya kripanam vimuksha eko. Mayam only one? Prayena deva manasva mukti kama. Prayena. Oh, I'm sorry. You want to do? Go ahead.
Prayena
deva Maria samukti kama. Mayam charanti vitamika krishna. Netam vihaya kripanam vimuksha eko. Prabhupada always wanted us to chant these verses, and he explained, one time he explained it, because the sound vibrations are so transcendental, even if by chanting it, the sound vibrations, when we chant these transcendental sound vibrations, it goes throughout the universe. Of course, we don't see that, but it goes, and it purifies the whole atmosphere. I remember once when I was doing a marriage, sir, I was at a marriage, and they were Jewish. They weren't devotees. It was just a regular Karmi marriage ceremony. But I had them chant, and I would explain to them, if y'all chant this mantra I'm getting ready to teach you, it goes throughout the whole universe, and it purifies the whole atmosphere. So you have to say it with a loud voice. And they took it up in that way, and the whole place was roared with the Maha Mantra, and it was very purifying, and they became very purified behind doing that, even though they didn't know what they were chanting. But it's very purifying because it's transcendental sound vibration. They're very powerful. So when we chant these mantras, they have effect. It really does. Prayena, generally, in almost all cases. Deva, O my Lord. Manuya, the great saintly persons. Sva, personal. Own, vimukti, kama, ambitious for liberation from this material world. Mainam, silently. Charanti, they wander. In places like the Himalayas, forests, where they have no touch with the activities of the materialists. Vijane, in solitary places. Na, not. Paratanishta, interested in working for others by giving them the benefit of the Krishna consciousness movement. By enlightening them with Krishna consciousness. Na, not. Etan, these. Vijaya, living aside. Kripanam, fools and rascals, engaged in materialistic activity, who do not know the benefit of the human form of life. Vimukshe, I desire to be liberated and to return back home, back to Godhead. Eka, alone. Na, not. Ayam, other. Tvat, but for you. Asya, of this. Sharanam, shelter. Brahmata, of the living entity, rotating and wandering throughout the material universes. Anupasye, do I see. Translation. My dear Lord Nrsingadev, I see that there are many saintly persons, but they are interested only in their own deliverance, not caring for the big cities and towns. They go to the Himalayas or the forest to meditate with vows of silence. Manurata. They are not interested in delivering others. As for me, however, I do not wish to be liberated alone. Leaving aside all these poor fools and rascals, I know that without Krishna consciousness, without taking shelter of your lotus feet, one cannot be happy. Therefore, I wish to bring them back to shelter at your lotus feet. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. This is the decision of the Vaishnava. The pure devotee of the Lord, for himself, he has no problems, even if he has to stay in this material world, because his only business is to remain in Krishna consciousness. The Krishna conscious person can go even to hell and still be happy. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj said, Naivo Dvijay Para Duratyaya Vaitaranya. O best of the great personalities, I am not at all afraid of material existence. The pure devotee is never unhappy in any condition of life. This is confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th canto, 17th chapter, text 28. Narayana Parasabe Na Kutaschana Bibyati Swaga Pavarga Narakshe Apitulayata Darshanaha. Devotees solely engaged in devotional service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana, never fear any condition of life. For them, the heavenly planets, liberation, and the hellish planets are all the same. For such devotees are interested only in the service of the Lord. For a devotee being situated in the heavenly planets and being in the hellish planets are equal. For a devotee lives neither in heaven nor in hell, but with Krishna in the spiritual world. The secret of success for the devotee is not understood by the karmis and jnanis. Karmis, therefore, try to be happy by material adjustment, and jnanis want to be happy by becoming one with the Supreme. The devotee has no such interest. He is not interested in so-called meditation in the Himalayas or the forest. Rather, his interest is in the business parts of the world, where he teaches people Krishna consciousness. The Krishna conscious movement has started for this purpose. We do not teach one to meditate in a secluded place just so that one may show that he has become very much advanced in and may be proud of his so-called transcendental meditation, although he engages in all sorts of foolish, materialistic activity. A Vaishnava like Prahlad Maharaj is not interested in such a bluff of spiritual advancement. Rather, he is interested in enlightening people in Krishna consciousness because that is the only way for them to become happy. Prahlad Maharaj says clearly, Nayam dvad asya sharanam brahmato nupasye. I know that without Krishna consciousness, without taking shelter of your lotus feet, one cannot be happy. One wanders within the universe, life after life, but by the grace of a devotee, a servant of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one can get the clue to Krishna consciousness and then not only become happy in this world, but also return home, back to Godhead. That is the real target in life. The members of the Krishna consciousness movement are not at all interested in so-called meditation in the Himalayas or the forest, where one will only make a show of meditation, nor are they interested in opening many schools for yoga and meditation in the cities. Rather, every member of the Krishna consciousness movement is interested in going door to door to try to convince people about the teachings of Bhagavad Gita as it is, the teachings of Lord Chaitanya. That is the purpose of the Hare Krishna movement. The members of the Krishna consciousness movement must be fully convinced that without Krishna one cannot be happy. Thus, the Krishna conscious persons avoids all kinds of pseudo-spiritualists, transcendentalists, meditators, monists, philosophers, and philanthropists. Well, that's a pretty powerful statement there. The last part of this was pretty nice. What did he say? You know, he says Krishna conscious movement is interested in going door to door to try to convince people about the teachings of Bhagavad Gita as it is. Notice he didn't say Bhagavad Gita. He said as it is. Bhagavad Gita as it is. But if you read the introduction of Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita, he explains there that, of course, there's many. The Bhagavad Gita is actually well known all over the world, but there's very few. Actually, I don't know if there's any outside of Prabhupada's that I know of that gives the conclusion as the Lord wanted. That's why Prabhupada named it Bhagavad Gita as it is, because he gave exactly what Krishna is given. And then here, the last statement, the members of the Krishna conscious movement must be fully convinced. fully convinced, he says, fully, not half, fully. If we're fully convinced that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then we can be happy. And that's the key. If you're fully convinced about Krishna and this whole process. Because when you have that level of conviction like that, then you will act and do things on that platform. Book distribution is a very important thing because these people are lost here. I tell you stories, just shows you how powerful Prabhupada's words are. It's a true story. One devotee was a devotee. He came across one of Prabhupada's books, right? From China. From China. He was he's Chinese. He never knew anything about Hare Krishna. He never knew about temples or nothing. He didn't do any of it. He didn't know any of that. This was a sole person by himself. But he read Prabhupada's books. So he took the book that he had, made copies of it, and then went on the street and started distributing it. So one day he ran into a devotee from a temple, and he asked him which temple you're from. He didn't know what he was talking about. No, he said, no, the author of the book said you should get this out. You're supposed to distribute it. And so I made copies of the book, and that's what I'm doing. He had no idea. See, Prabhupada was directed him internally. That's how powerful this information is. The point I'm making is that's, like you said, convinced. He was convinced. He had the conviction. He knew that from the very, and because of that, Chaitanya Guru was in the heart, and he directed him. And that's for everybody to be able to. Oh, the night, can you hear it? Okay. I'm sorry about that. have a habit of doing that. So this information is so powerful, it's so profound that we are, very fortunate. I'd like to read this for you, just to show you how fortunate we are. This is also in the book. This is from where Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He says, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in the land of Bharatvarsha, specifically in Bengal, in the district of Nadia, where Navadvip is situated. It is therefore to be concluded, as stated by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, that within this universe, this earth is the best planet. Now think about that. Of all the planets in this universe, planet Earth is the best planet. From Brahmaloka down to Patalaloka. And he's saying that planet Earth is the best planet. And on this planet, the land of Bharatvarsha is the best. And in the land of Bharatvarsha, Bengal is still better. In Bengal, the district of Nadia is still better. And in Nadia, the best place on Navadvip is even better. And can anybody tell me why? That's correct. But you're supposed to let somebody, I know you know. That's right, because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. And he came to give this information. So this is a very profound information, and like I say, everyone who's taken birth in this place is very, very fortunate. And Prahlad Maharaj has realized that, and he's such compassionate because of those pure devotees. They're so compassionate. They have such love that they want everybody to benefit. And because Prahlad Maharaj is one of the Mahajans, one of the 12 Mahajans, who are the authorities of the spiritual knowledge from the Vedas. Can anybody tell me the 12 Mahajans? Name the 12 Mahajans. What's the first one? Shambhu, that's Lord Brahma, right? Second one? Narada, Kapila, Lord Shiva, Bhishma, that's five. The Kumara, that's six. Janaka, that's seven. Baliraj, that's right. Prahlad Maharaj, that's nine. Shukadeva Goswami, that's 10. What's the last two? Yamaraja, and what's the last one? They said Shambhu, Shiva. They said that. Yeah, but we already said that. I think they said that. I think we got them all. 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 See how fortunate we are. No one knows this stuff. I'm telling you, I'm down in Srirangam. Srirangam is the place of the Sri Sampradaya. You know, there's only 4 Sampradayas that's bona fide. These are the only bona fide places where you can learn about the Lord. That's respected, and that is respected and accepted by all the transcendental authorities. If you don't come through any of the 4 Sampradayas, then you're not, you're just bogus. It's just true. And of all the 4 Sampradayas, the Gaudiya Sampradayas is the most beneficial. And that's because of Lord Chaitanya. And Lord Chaitanya did what? What did Lord Chaitanya do? Lord Chaitanya did something special than all the other 3 Sampradayas. Yeah, that's true, but I'm thinking about something specific that Lord Chaitanya did. There you go. He got 2 from each one. That's right. 2 from each of the other 3. Okay, you got that part. Now, what are the 2 that he got from each one? Okay, one's the see, I can cheat because I got it written down. There's 2 from each that he added to the outline. And the first one from Madhva Gaudiya was recognizing the importance of worshiping the deity of Krishna. That was the first one. And the second part was defeating the Mayavadi. That's right, that's correct. Okay, that was from the Madhva. Then the Ramanuja, down like where I'm at in Srirangam, that's Sri Sampradaya, They had two points the Lord Chaitanya also added. One is nope. I hear what you're saying, but that's not it. Serving the Vaishnava. Who said that? Yes. One is serving the Vaishnavas. What's the second one? More like pure devotional service. Nothing. It's pure devotional service. Then in the Embarker, no, Vishnu Swami. Vishnu Swami. Vishnu Swami is coming from Lord Shiva, Rudra, Lord Shiva. And so, what's the first one that the Lord Chaitanya took from that sampradaya? We have to do this. This is a must. We have to always do this. And that is dependent completely on the mercy of Krishna. That's the one. And the second one, well, the second one is very high. It's ragamag, spontaneous love of devotion. To completely depend on the Lord. And the second one is spontaneous devotional service, raga, marg. And the last one is nimbarka. And this is even deep. This is even heavier. This is even higher level of understanding. The Lord Chaitanya took these two and added it to our mind. What is that one? The first one was, and that is. Taking shelter of Srimati Radharani. Taking shelter of Srimati Radharani. And the second one is recognizing the love and devotion that the gopis have for Krishna. And that is the highest point. In fact, I was telling him, Sadhu Prabhu yesterday, I have a letter. It's a beautiful letter Prabhupada he sent out years ago. And sometimes we forget this. He said, Srimati Radharani, she is the one maintaining the temples. We're not doing it. It's her maintaining these temples. These temples are the Lord's house. That's the Lord's house, and we just caretakers. And we have to see it that way. That's why when people come to the temple, Prabhupada always wanted them, they have to have some prasadam before they leave. They have to get prasadam before they leave. Why? Because you don't know who those personalities are. And then two, they may never come back again. These people may never come back again. So I was in, where was I? I was in Chennai, and I was telling Banu, these people, I was seeing guests coming, and then they was leaving, but nobody, there was no prasadam given to them. We got to give them something, because these are the Lord's guests, and the Lord's guests must be given prasadam. And then we have to see that Radharani is the one who's maintaining us. Because that is the test of our shraddha, how much faith we have in the process. I'll tell you a story. This is a true story. They had a big festival once with Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. It was a big festival. And it went on for a week. And so there was a path where some prasadam had, I think it was on the ground. And a dog had walked up and they had ate some. So some devotees were walking up and they wanted to take some prasadam. But one Prabhu said, "Oh no, Prabhu, that was touched by the dog. Don't eat that." And so Bhaktisiddhanta overheard it. He was in a distant area, not really close, but he overheard that. So he asked, where did the dog touch the Mahaprashadam? So they pointed to the area. So he went and picked up some prashadam and ate it. Then he said, it's our mindset, how much faith we have. If you don't have any faith, Krishna is going to also reciprocate that way. He's not going to reciprocate. It's not going to be prashadam. It's not. We can't think that Krishna is going to accept because you're offering it. No, he's not accepting it. He doesn't need our offering. He wants the love from our heart. That's what he wants. And if we have that faith and that conviction, like Prahlad Maharaj, we have that, then Krishna reciprocates, the Lord reciprocates, so that's very important that we have to really work on that and make sure that we want to pray. We don't want to just stay on the low level, Kanishta. We got to keep going up, because that's what we want. We got to cleanse it that way. And anyway, I just want to thank you, everybody, for allowing me to share this with you. And outside is the books. Please get a copy and read this information. Learn how fortunate you are, and help others to learn as well, because there's no guarantee you're going to get another human form if you don't take advantage of course, devotees will. The devotees are doing it, but not everybody else. And then too, another thing I want to say, I always tell this every city I go to. Don't wait because it's not in English. It's not in your language. You cannot speak English. You don't read English. Don't think that way. This is 2024. We get ready to go to 2025, right? And everybody knows someone who speaks and read English. Just get with them. Get with them and read it together, because this information is that important, and there's no guarantee what's going to go on. You can't wait to think that when it's going to get translated in your language and all like that. Sabasha Shagram, remember that statement? Probably always say Sabasha Shagram. Anything auspicious should immediately be taken advantage of. Don't wait, because there's no guarantee when it's going to take place when you want it to take place. The Lord's giving it to you now. So take advantage of it and help yourself as well as others. So I'll be here for a few days, and I've been, like I say, traveling all over this great land, Bharat Bhumi, and I just request you to keep blessing me. Give me your blessings to help me to do Prabhupada's work. That will help me. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Any questions? Any questions? Comments?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you very much for such artistic kirtan in starting, and it's been a great pleasure to hear from you. My question is that, as we remain in the association of the devotees, we feel a very spiritual, feeling inside. And as soon as we step out from the, from the devotees and we goes into the material world, we have to deal with so many materialistic people. So how can we keep the same rhythm of spirituality as we, get in the association of the devotees? Thank you very much.
Well, I tell you, this is a verse. There's a verse where Lord this is Narada Muni speaking to Srila Vyasadeva. What's that verse? Tasyaiva to prayateta kovido. Now, Labdhiteya Brahmatama Paryada. He says, Tasyaiva to prayateta kovido. He says, those who are intelligent and philosophically inclined. He said, you see, whatever you are destined to get, it's already going to come. Prabhupada says that, you know, just like when like I came from Bangalore to Delhi. I had to go get the ticket. I had to purchase the ticket. I had to put my bags in the counter, and then get on the plane. All those activities are already performed. I couldn't get on the plane and say, oh, now I needed to go to Mumbai. No. Why? Because they already performed the activities to come to Delhi. You have, in order for that to take place to go to Mumbai, I have to get off the plane and do the same process over again. So the point I'm making is, you've already performed all those activities to get this body that we have. So whatever is destined is coming. I tell you something. What's destined to going to take place is going to happen. It has nothing to do with skill, how much you know, or anything. I'm telling you, I've seen that in my own personal life. It has nothing to do with what you know or what you do. And some people think, you know, we're gonna make, if we work hard, you put your activity together, you'll be successful. Yeah, if it's destined to be that way. If it's not destined, it's not happening. So those are what's called zeros. Those are the zeros in your life. And everybody has a certain amount. How many zeros they're going to get? Some might have maybe 100 zeros. Somebody may have 1,000. Someone may have 1 billion zeros. That's your karma. That's what that is. What's most important is the one. You concentrate on the one, and everything else is going to take place. Whatever's destined is going to come. I'm not saying you sit and do nothing. You're not going to do that anyway, because everybody's going to act according to their propensity. You're going to act. But to put all that energy into the zeros, it's a waste of time. And I'm telling you, it's not going to work. If it's not meant to happen, it's not happening. You just concentrate on what Krishna gives, and that work. Especially, I'll say this all the time to the youngsters, because there's such a mind where they want to be successful and want to do something. That's okay, do that. But don't put all the energy in that. You put your energy in the one. And Krishna already has a plan anyway. And what's destined to come that way is going to come. Why this person became super successful than somebody else who have equally the same amount of intelligence? Why this person won the lottery and somebody else didn't win the lottery? It's destinies takes its course. Tasyaiva to prayate korido na labite brahmatama parida ta lopyate dukava anyata sukam kalena savacha gambiram rahasya. Nobody goes to the pharmacy to get the latest sickness. Who went to the hospital or went to the pharmacy to buy, sir, can they give me a bottle of the new COVID? Who does that? Nobody does that. Or I want a bottle of the E. coli. No, they go to get medicine to get themselves free from the ailment. Why? Because they didn't ask to get sick. Nobody asked to get sick. So in the same way, the happiness comes the same way. You don't have to endeavor for that. It's going to come, whatever is coming. But those are zeros. You have to concentrate on the one, not the zeros, because they're going to come anyway. Because this body has already been, you already created it. And everything that's created with this is coming. All the elements, whether it's happiness, is going to come, and whatever else, what you're supposed to get, and the distress too, what you're supposed to get. Why it's powerful, devotional service is so powerful, because it has nothing to do with that. It's on a transcendental platform. So you concentrate on that, and everything else will take care of itself. Is that a good answer? All right. Okay. Anyone? Anything else? Yeah. Thank you. Hare Krishna. That's it? So everybody's convinced?
One more.
Okay, one more. Good.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
How can improve devotion?
What'd she say? Say that again. What did she say?
How can I devotion improve?
By continue doing what you're doing, my dear. You continue doing what you're doing, that's how you improve it. Just like all I just got finished saying, don't concentrate on the zeros, because they're going to come. You just continue the activities that you're doing right now. Read Prabhupada's books, chant your Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, all the activities that's being handed down by the acharyas. That's how you improve. Pray to Radharani. Pray to Radharani and all the acharyas to help you to improve. You keep asking the Lord for the improvement, and you're going to reciprocate the same way. Okay? Jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Haribol.
Hare Krishna. So we would like to thank Shambhu Prabhu, and his books are also available outside. So as we are moving out, you can have a look at the book that he was talking about during the lecture. So thank you so very much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
And today's noon lecture would be given by Dhananjay Krishna Prabhu in the temple hall. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Don't forget to pick up your book right outside. And if you want me, I'll sign it for you.